Welcome to my channel. I am Marion, the Inappropriate Artist. If you like today's video, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified every time I put out a video. Now let's go. Well, we made it up to this Blue Tree group camp site, fire pit. And I sandwiched myself between these guys. Yeah, so I'm hoping that it keeps me primarily shaded. Already so much cooler up here, and also just being out of the sun. It's like, it's more than 10 degrees. I had a friend that's like, oh, it's 10 degrees cooler up there. I'm like, it's like, once you're in the shade, it's like 20 degrees cooler. It's nice. At least that's how it feels to me. Yeah, this is a really nice spot. So this is the Blue Tree group camp area. I also had something a little scary happen. I stopped to go to the bathroom and put a couple gallons of gas in the tank just to give it a little bit extra, and also to shut the engine off for a little bit and give it a break. And when I stopped to make the turn, it stalled, which I've never had happen. It did start right back up. I pulled in, got gas, I started. I'm fine. On the way here, I decided just every once in a while to turn the heat on, to keep the engine cooler. Since I'm traveling early enough in the day, and also now I'm stopped, so we're going to let the engine completely cool down. We are not traveling during the heat of the day. That made me nervous. I don't have service where I am, so there's that. I am taking it easy on the battery, using the battery for charging, as I've noticed that, like, my phone didn't come to a full charge, and I drove for over an hour. It should have come to a full charge. Wow. Good morning. And this is the Blue Tree group camp up outside of Las Vegas, north of the Desert Wildlife Refuge. What a gorgeous view I have this morning. And this was where we were. I knew this was just gonna be an overnight, but I'm kind of bummed. Also, though, I don't have any service and I have stuff I gotta take care of. So, back down in elevation we go. I'm really proud of Nugget. She's doing really well with it. I'm doing okay. But I'm feeling it. So, I need to, yeah. See? I need to get on the road. Wow, just look at that topography. It's so beautiful. Oh, wow. So I pulled over because, one, this road showed up and I was like, oh, I gotta stop and show you this. I mean, it is so cool to be at the same elevation, looking across the valley, right? Seeing the topography. Wow. So cool, so cool. Oh, Lace, thanks for telling me about this spot that I just overnighted at. I appreciate you. And it was definitely a good spot. I'm just bummed I didn't have service. That's okay. I am headed down the mountain to the gas station. So made a decision. I'm going to do my best to get all the way to the woods north of the north rim of the Grand Canyon today. Because it's under 4 hours. according to the maps. So for me, it's probably more like 4.5 hours, but we'll see. Um, the desert is too hot, so we got to get to where the trees are. Um, yeah, so I'm gonna beat feet to there, and I'm excited because I'm going into a different route. So the last time I was through here, I went through Utah to Moab, and now I'm going south to the Grand Canyon. Well, I don't know how close I'm going to get. Let's not get our hopes up. I'm not getting my hopes up yet, but if I can finagle it. Welcome to Arizona. Woo-hoo. Welcome to Utah. Pretty cool. Utah, definitely not disappointing once again. Just turned on to 89A. This is the road that takes me to the North Rim. Alright, not going all the way today, but I'm on my way. Wow, look at those clouds. Oh. Cried looking at this scenery as I'm pulling into this area and just already getting very overwhelmed. But it's so exciting. There's fall color. I have no idea what to expect, or if I can even get all the way to the Grand Canyon or not. I'm hoping I can. So I have a full tank of gas. Well, here we are in the national forest that I cannot pronounce. Here is the name of it on the screen. I am on the edge of a burn zone on the other side of those trees. Nugget is very happy that I have stopped driving and that we are someplace nice and cool where she can be outside. Yeah. Not a bad spot. Oh, I better close that. And you may wonder why I have it open. It cools the engine off without trapping the heat inside the cab of the van, which when you're trying to stay cool without air conditioning is important. So if I can get myself to do it, and I have enough service here where I think I can manage, I need to sit still for a little bit. I've been running around, dealing with the heat, trying to get to see places. We made a mad drive across Las Vegas and that whole section of southern Utah to get here. And just inside the national forest, there's still like, I think 20 miles of road before I would get to the northern rim or more. But yeah, so I have to check my accounts and see where I stand because I bought a bunch of gas today. But I'm pretty sure I should be able. We'll see. Also, it depends on the fee to get inside the park. Was that baby girl? Oh, you were just being so nice, and now you're giving me a walk away. Huh. So be that way. We have this lovely light happening right now. I'm in the Kaibab National Forest. Nugget is taking her morning snooze on the bed today because it's getting chilly. So how I'm enjoying the weather up here. It's nice. I mean, I love being in the desert. I really, really do. But it needs to be not so hot. Um, I'm looking forward to going back to New Mexico, but that's why I'm pushed it to get there in November so that I'm not dealing with 100-degree temperatures or 90s even. Um, like 80s, 70s I can do. And then I mean, it's a balance, right? Because winter comes, I end up spending the money. Unless I can find a place to plug in this winter, which I'd really kind of like to do. I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Where I can have a consistent place to go and plug in instead of spending all that money on propane. So if I was to buy propane to heat the van for the winter, the way that my heater works, I have to really monitor it. So I don't really do much when it's running. Plus, it makes me not feel good, right? Because that's a lot of propane, right? So that's my goal this winter, find a place to plug in. Tomorrow, I move a little bit closer, and I got a little bit more contributions, which I'm so grateful for. So, like, every little bit is making it more and more possible for me to be able to pay whatever entry fees I need to pay to get in and get the images I want to get. So I'm really excited. And I want to get early morning light. And possibly, if I can stick it out, if it's like a place where I can park for the day and hang out until sunset, then I'll do that. And I'll wait until sunset to get the late daylight and then park at the nearest forest road. Right? Well, this morning I was having a debate. I'm like, I'm moving today. I'm not moving today. I'm moving today. I'm not moving today. And I decided, well, let me crank the engine, see what the battery looks like. So I'm moving today. It's unfortunate. Like, I drove 5 hours, and after 2 days of sitting still, I have to move. So I can't sit still for more than 2 days before I have to charge the battery up again. It may not seem like a big deal, but I struggle with transitions. So by the time I finally get used to a place where I feel like I can go in and out without feeling the anxiety of going in and out, I have to move and start all over again. This is the hard part about not having an extra power source. Now, I bought that other battery, which has helped, but it takes 11 hours to charge. And so it drains the battery. So even though I thought what I was doing was giving myself extra time, I'm not. Because of how much juice it takes to charge that battery, it's not really a help. So I'm back to the drawing board again. Because I don't want to spend all the money, right? Because I've got to buy a new vehicle. Not that I have any money to spend, because I don't have a savings. So I guess I'm moving today. No, I was kind of hoping I could sit still again. Such a lovely spot. It's 9 o'clock. I'll go to the store and see what they have. See what I can find out about what it costs, if there's an entrance fee, all this stuff. It's Monday, so I decided I wanted to do all this stuff early in the week because you have less people. So, yeah. not being a weekend, right? That's another reason why I wanted to sit still for the weekend. All right, let me get packed up. We can get on the move. Here we go, 89A southbound. Heading to the north rim of the Grand Canyon. We are going to be stopping just before that. I'm not going to go until tomorrow, I think. But I'm going to town, and then I'm going to check out the visitor center. And note, when you see a spot on iOverlander, it's definitely, basically it means like this is a safe spot to camp. But also know that if it's a forest road type spot or anything like that, there's probably a ton more around it. I say, you know, adventure as much as possible. Be willing to look around. Stopped quick because I wanted to show you this sad fire damage here. But you see how the aspens are filling in, and look at this gorgeous color right here, and the sun is just right. Boy, looks like I'm really just catching some of this color in the nick of time. Definitely past peak, but I'm still catching some, and I love the angle of the sunlight right now. All right, but I'm gonna keep going. Just came out of the forest, and bam, big ass meadow. Oh. Well, I took a turn. So I'm still kind of torn as to whether or not I want to actually go to the North Rim or view from one of these side spots. So I can go up to the end of this road and I'll get the Marble Canyon view, or I can go down this way and go more toward the North Rim. I did just look at the map and see that I'm going to go over over and around Marble Canyon on 89 going south. So, I don't know. Like, Marble Canyon literally is just to the end of this road. But I don't know how much rougher this road gets, right? Or do I go... I don't know. I'm going to sleep on it. That much I know. But let me show you. This is my little woodland campground. I am just off the 219, Forest Road 219. And this little spot has its own fire pit. I saw that. That's what made me choose it. So it's just a nice little right here. And it's the perfect little pull out for me. Nugget. Well, you happy with your new spot? Really pretty being among the aspens. Totally different environment. It's kind of cool. So I think, I don't know. I'm not making any decisions right now. But this pretty little spot, I'm really glad I picked it. Okay, so I just promised myself I'm going to get to the point because I just made a whole video where I totally got off topic and went absolutely all over the place. And I don't want to do that much editing this time around. I've been doing a lot of editing lately, and it's me editing monologues. Anyway, I'm over myself. Seriously, I'm over myself. I picked up a hitchhiker today. Sort of. Not really, but I gave someone a ride. So I stopped at this grocery store slash gas station slash supply store. It's not really a grocery store. It's a store that has some groceries. Limited. Very, very limited. I bought up their freaking stuff. Like, anyway, their prices weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. I thought they would be steeper. But I did think I did pretty well. Anyway, I'm digressing a little bit, but only a little bit. So on my way in, there was this hiker sitting, probably looked like either reading a map or checking Wi-Fi or something. I don't know. Anyway, but we said hello to each other. And I noticed the backpack. So I knew he was a backpacker. Anyway, went inside, got my groceries. When I came out, he was gone. And I was talking to the owner, well, the operator, right? It was a couple. This was a seasonal job for them, running this little general store. He helped me with my ice. So I got a couple 10-pound blocks for the cooler because it melts slower. I noticed that the hiker was gone. And no biggie, just, it was like noticed, didn't notice, noticed. Put my stuff away. Did a water fill. And then started to go on my way, and I went down the road, and the forest road that I was going to go up was just right around the corner, so I knew I didn't have far to go. And I went around the corner, and I thought, I came up to the spot that was marked on my overlander, and I was like, this fucking sucks. So, somebody got stuck in the mud there and just destroyed it. It might have been a good spot once upon a time, but not anymore. So I decided to go up the road, and so I went up the road, and 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 I was like, oh my God, I'm just going up the road. And I go up a little bit further, and I pass a hiker. I'm like, oh, looks familiar, oddly, right? But I don't really think about it. And I smile and wave, and then I see another one coming down and smile and wave. And go around the corner, and I see this little pull off, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna pull off here and pull up the map and see if I can get, have enough map to see if there's camp spots further up off this road. So I open everything up and I'm looking. And I'm not seeing anything, and I'm feeling tired and hungry and all this stuff. And the hiker comes up, right? And I'm like, hey. Okay, so we start to chatting, and we have this wonderful conversation. And I don't know, we chatted for a long time.
I want to say like over an hour, and I feel like I killed his hike time. But we were gonna part ways, and I was like, "Oh, can I like fill your water for you? Because I just filled my water. You know, it sounds like you're going for a creek for drinking water." And so it turned out that going to the creek was going to take him quite a bit out of his way. So I saved him an out of his way loop, that he an unnecessary bit of the hike that he didn't need to make. And that was cool, and we ended up chatting again. And then somehow I ended up giving him a ride. Now I think it was like it happened so naturally, kind of thing. Like it really wasn't a big deal. And usually I overthink the whole moving things out of the passenger seat. Um, but when I looked back here, I was like, I can't make him sit in the purple chair on these bumpy, windy roads. That would be terrible because it swivels. And poor guy would be seasick. Anyway, so I put the litter box back here and my bucket back here, and I bungeed the bucket so it wouldn't fall over, and you know, everything like just fit. Nugget was upset, but she was under the front seat. But then she was fine. She started to come out, and then she was like, oh, we have a passenger. I wasn't expecting that. And she went back underneath. I don't know. Anyway, dropped him off at the trailhead. And so Matthew, it was lovely to meet you. If you see this, I'm getting really super sleepy. It was a long day of driving for me, even though like I didn't go very far. It's the slow looking for a spot thing and sitting in the driver's seat. But it was good because I needed to charge the battery. I needed it to be more than a half hour drive. I needed it to be an hour, and I think I made it like an hour and a half. Because this last bit I did very slow. I crawled up this road. I really didn't want to tip anything over because my bucket wasn't where I usually have it. Also, I'm just conscious of my tires. And I just want to be careful. Oh my god, the sun has gone to bed, and so must I. See you in the morning. Nugget is already sleeping. Just like, what are you doing? Please get that camera out of my face. I'm tired. So I got a nice early start this morning. Coming down. Oh, look at this beautiful Aspen Way. And I know it's just past peak, but how gorgeous. With that beautiful morning blue sky. And nothing is glary. Oh, I just love it. I just love it. And the unicorn came out today. It is chilly. Yeah. But look, isn't it beautiful? Oh. I got a little fall here. It's exciting. And I am pretty high in altitude, so when I come down, I should see more fall. I don't know how much I'm going to get to see in the Gila, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm here. I'm not there. I'm here. So I am in the Kaibab National Forest, just north of the national park, and I'm heading to a spot called Marble Canyon.
And I cannot believe they said this took 25 minutes. I don't know. People were driving very fast down this road. But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't. Wow. There's a lot of rocks. My heart is in my throat. Look at this beautiful camp spot I'm about to go put myself in. And, oh my God, when I pull around here so you can see, I just can't wait to pull around so you can see. Well, one. Hello, eastern sky, dirty windshield. Just look. I can't wait to go take a walk. Ah! And if I wait and watch, the people who are there might be leaving. And I might be able to sneak that spot. Ah! Just look at how juicy that is. I did kind of have to walk out to this point to get the view. But this is Marble Viewpoint, I think it's called. Anyway, just yummy. And I'll zoom out. So there we are. Driving out of this spot in this morning light. It's so amazing. Wow. Spectacular views and this gorgeous light. But now I am on to the next spot, which I think is going to give me sunset views on the rim. What? Ah! So I just entered the Grand Canyon National Park, right? And the North Rim. And I was all ready to pay. And the guy's like, yeah, no, my system's down today, so I'm not charging you. Go right ahead. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have no idea. So, yay, I get to go. Because I was really dreading. So the other spot that I was going to go to was like 22 miles down another one of those crazy dirt roads, which I would be fine if I was coming off a paved road. However, I had just driven like 10 miles on one of those roads, and I just was feeling a little shook up, literally. So, anyway, this is exciting. Let's see what we can see. This is the road down to the North Rim. And you can see why I chose it. I needed to have an easy access. I needed paved. After all the bumpity, and I already just heard something fall down in the back, so I'm like, bummer. So, womp womp. I almost made it without losing all my stuff. Almost. Oh, wow. The cabins that are available for renting, you know, if you want to do the lodge thing. But I mean, it really gets you right next to the canyon. This is the Bright Angel Trail. And again, I'm in the North Rim. Drink in those views, baby, it says. Let's see. You know, I'm kind of glad for the clouds. Gives me some nice sky structure. That's a better view now because this. I'm so grateful I met this lovely couple that took this image from me. And unfortunately, the hike I had intended to take, which is more of a walk, was closed due to construction. But I did get these images, which I'm really grateful for. I didn't expect to even get this close. That's what I'm getting of the canyon, because I am now going to head back up and out of the North Rim area. I'm going to be camping just outside Jacobs Lake. And then I'll be hopefully in the early morning hours, unless I have really good service and want to sit still for a day, which I might do. But in the early morning hours, I want to travel 89A because of the way the sun is going to be rising above and crossing over the canyon there. And 89A takes you along the eastern rim of the canyon, so should be pretty spectacular. Early in the morning, looking west. So anyway, device is too hot. I gotta stop filming. I also want to upload a video so that I have room on my camera. So we're gonna go to this spot and hopefully got enough service to do that. Well, I was lucky to get back in the van when I did because the engine almost did not start. So this new battery that I bought, turns out it really does a number on my van battery, and I can only charge it while I'm driving. How much of an extra battery is it? I don't know, because it takes so long to charge. We'll see. Maybe it's helpful, maybe it's not. I mean, it has seemed to be, but now that I've experienced this, that doesn't make me too happy. So, back to the drawing board. I'm gonna just have to be really, really gentle with my charging capabilities. So I stopped the van, and then I thought, you know what, let me turn it over and see how far the battery got. Nothing. Nothing. I have no juice in that battery, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm walking to the end of the road because I saw campers. Because roadside assistance does not come down these forest roads. So I'm hoping that I can get them to want to come by tomorrow morning and jumpstart me. I don't know. We'll see. Well, this is my view, at least, right? And it's quite a beautiful spot to be at. I'm just minutes outside Jacobs Lake. Yeah, so I messaged my friend, the mechanic, back in Truth or Consequences. And they think probably it's just a connection thing. So, hopefully, when they charge me, you know, like, I'm gonna take everything off and put it back on again. I have a toothbrush. I can clean off my connectors a little bit better than they are, right? Hopefully, that's all it is. Let's hope. Well, thank you for joining me today, everyone. I really, truly appreciate all of the new subscribers to this channel. Y'all are amazing. And if you check out the description box below, there is a whole bunch of links to take you to ways of supporting my journey and my travels while out painting all 50 states, to write a book. And a special, special heartfelt thank you to my patrons and regular contributors. Without you, I could never have gotten this far. We'll see you next time, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.